Welcome back everyone to Game 3 of German Regionals Finals 2016. Once again we have Lubo on the left and Theo on the right. You already know what decks they're playing. I did not have enough time to commentate those first turns, but Lubo checked the heal, Theo checked a Barkle, and let's see what Theo gets on his second turn. We jumped right into that game. He gets the Blaster Dark, once again revealing the MLB, but we already knew that from the previous games. So, both players are 1-1. This is one exciting final, even though it's a mirror match. There's so much action every single turn. You have no idea how much fun I'm having just commentating this. So he swings with the Liu, 9k on the 7k Vanguard. He doesn't have a boost behind it, so he's not able to use the effect to its fullest. But let's see how far he pushes it, because Lubo has to think now, if he doesn't have a 5k to drop, he's gonna have to drop the entire 10k, which kinda hurts. But he attacks with the Blaster Dark with the Wingle, and he's able to use the Wingle's skill to search out any blaster from his deck. We see the things there in his hand, and also the Barkle in his hand as well. So let's see, maybe he'll go for maybe a Blaster Dark, maybe an MLB, or there's no need to do the Blaster Blade, but there is a need to do the Blaster Blade Spirit, because he's going to be able to pop some rear guards when he rides into the Thing Saver. So, Lubo has the Liu in his damage zone, and let's see what he rides into on turn 2. He gets the Legion Rare Blaster Blade Spirit, not Spirit, Seeker. My bad, I feel like I keep making that mistake. So, he does not have a Liu, but he is tempted to call the Blaster Blades to start some early game aggression, maybe even call out that Flogel to do some standing shenanigans, because that can actually hurt in the early game. So he's going to swing with 14 on the Vanguard, and he lets it pass. We get a Blaster Blade Spirit, and he gets the crit in the damage zone, which is going to really decrease Lubo's aggression throughout this turn. So if he wanted to go for the Liu this turn, that's not going to happen. And luckily, Theo allows Lubo to still take back one action and use the Wingle Brave skill. I know some people would not allow that, but you know, everybody's pretty chill here, and I'm really glad to see that in the European community, that everybody usually lets things fly. And Lubo made a little mistake of making the damage go back to the deck instead of the Flogel, and Theo had to stop him there, because that's not exactly a legal play. But we all know that, you know, there's stress at the top tables. They're 1-1 right now. The winner gets the pay trip. The loser is going to have to pay for his own trip to Continentals. So let's see how this game is going to end. He goes into the Think Saver. And let's see. He calls out the Blaster Blade Spirit and uses the skill to pop the Blaster Blade, so that's going to decrease some of the aggression that Lubo's going to be putting out. And he calls the Barkle, that's going to be pretty big. 9k on the Vanguard, Lubo has to take that. He gets the Thing Saver in the damage zone. That sucks. That actually hurts to see, because if he doesn't have it in hand, which I really don't think he does, boy oh boy, there's a Stride Fart in the damage zone, and Theo is going to be able to use the Liu skill. And hopefully this time he doesn't forget to unflip, because that's something that keeps recurring every single game. And let's see, he calls out the Blaster Blade. And I think the best way to not forget to unflip is to just do it before you shuffle, because once you shuffle you start already thinking about different things. But let's see if he doesn't forget it this time. Or maybe he already didn't and it just missed my eyes. Who knows? And he swings with 12 to the Vanguard, so Lubo, quite unlucky, he didn't get any defensive triggers, but we do see a Thing Saver in his hand right now, so he does have a Thing Saver, so thank God for that. And he has a card with a 10k, 2 to pass, but he has to sacrifice one of his G-Guardians, sadly, for that, and Theo doesn't get any triggers, just a Blaster Blade and a Lola, which are going to go to his hand, and he passes to Lubo's turn. Lubo rides into the Thing Saver and Legions immediately, right off the bat. Now, boy oh boy, if, you know, theoretically speaking, if Theo doesn't guard this, and Lubo gets a double critical, it's going to end here, and Lubo's going to have his free trip to regionals. Sorry, Continentals. So, swings for the 22, I believe? Let's see what Theo does. Once again, this is that situation, the same as last game, where Lubo just needs the crits. And that's where the game's going to end. And Theo knows fully well, because here in the European community, Lubo is kind of known for being a bit of a sack god. You know, he kind of gets criticals whenever he needs them, so let's see if his deck answers him at this time. He's got a 17k column sitting there on the left, but the biggest threat is this Vanguard. So let's see, first check, Barkle, second check, Liu. That is not what he wanted to see from those drive checks, especially when, you know, when he wants to end the game right now. He's ready to end it now. And he's going to go for the Think Saver wrist and turn, because he has the soul, he has the counterblast, and now once again, he needs one crit. if Theo doesn't guard this, although he's going to G-guard, and he's going to be able to use the 25k G-guard and an SP in case that wasn't enough. And once again, no triggers. That actually hurts to see. 4 drive checks, no triggers. Then again, I did not record top 4, but Lyubo second in top 4 was pretty wild, so I guess this is a compensation for that. But boy oh boy, let's see how this goes. So he's swinging with the rear guard, and I think it's still just a 17k. Well, I might have made a mistake there, but let's see. So Lyubo has 3 cards in hand. This is looking horrible for him because Theo can do the restand. He can do the one thing saver restand, or he can stride. He could go into the religious soul saver, have the crit pressure right off the bat, and then if he gets just one more crit, that's it. Theo goes to Continentals for free. He becomes the champion of the 2016 German regionals. Let's see what he's going to do. He's contemplating the stride. Let's see what he does, and he's gonna overcall, and he's gonna go for the Legion. So he overcalled to have the Legion made back in the deck, and he puts back a heal trigger, Blaster Blade, and I didn't see what the last card was. It might have been Liu, it might have been a trigger. I'm not too sure what that last one was, but you know, we have some knowledge of the cards he put back. But and obviously you viewers will also probably have noticed what the last card was. But sadly, when you're commentating, you can't really go back on these kind of things. So let's see, he's got a Flogel in the damage, which, you know, that's 1 crit, that's public knowledge. But let's see what else he can do. He's got another Liu there, which means that he can do the Liu first, actually. And if he has another Barkle, that's literally the Exodia field. That's what we call the Exodia field, of 2 Lius, 2 Barkles, and it's not the second Barkle, it's just the Lola. So, and he has 2, I believe, cards in hand. I don't think there's a third one behind that, so 2 cards in hand. Let's see where this goes. He's gonna go with the Liu first, obviously, because he can still, if he doesn't forget to and flip the Candlemas, which I'm pretty sure this time he will not, he's able to use the Liu. Yeah, so Liu guards it, and now the Liu is gonna go in the soul after Candlemas 1. Blaster Blade is gonna come out with a 12k power, and he can swing at the Vanguard for some really nice aggression. And he doesn't even have to swing at the Vanguard immediately. He could easily go with his Vanguard first to Lyubo's Vanguard, and he doesn't forget to unflip. Bravo, bravo. So, let's see if he attacks with Vanguard first or with... yes, there we go. He's going to go with the Vanguard, and now, potentially, he can end the game here, honestly. But if he gets a double crit, and he also has the Ristan combo, so... never mind, he's going to go with the Liu first. That Liu is not going to be doing his little combo, I believe. There we go. So Lyubo has to take that damage and he gets a Barkle. Oh no, the crit! The crit is here. Heal trigger! Lyubo pulls out the final, almost final heal, but honestly, if that heal was not there, that game would be over right now. He gets the crit. He's sitting on 21k defensively. This game is looking a lot better for Lyubo right now. He's still got just the 3 cards in hand. No, it's 2 even. I think he has a Perfect Guard in there, but this is not looking too good because right now he can withstand. And he can swing with a restand, and you know, it'll hit. But essentially, what he would need to do, I don't know, that Blaster Blade is on 17k, so either he doesn't attack with the Blaster Blade and, you know, stack soul triggers on it, or he can attack with the Blaster Blade and get rid of that Blaster Blade Spear because it just evaporates. But there we go, Lyubo Perfect Guards. So now, depending on this drive check, yes, an MLB, if this is a trigger, it's just a Blaster Blade. Lyubo lives by a hair. So the Blaster Blade Spear disintegrates, and it's Lyubo's turn. Let's see if he can top deck a Stride Fighter or anything, but I don't think that's a Stride Fighter, because if it was, I think he would have gone into it by now. And I don't think he has enough soul for a Thing Saver either. Oh, it's just a Blaster Blade. That is definitely not what he wanted. So he's able to use Blaster Blade skill to get rid of the Liu. But that's definitely not what he wanted. There goes the Perfect Guard G, doesn't have any drop zone. He's going to probably drop the MLB to Perfect Guard it. And there we go, we have a Barkle and a heal trigger, so that's also good. Lyubo can kind of last out a bit longer, but Lyubo is playing from behind. He is having the biggest uphill battle right now that you can imagine. Although they're both on 2 guard hands, none of them are that much in the lead. It's all just super aggressive. Every turn is so aggressive, and they're both trying to kind of just pull out the win. So, Lubo confirms the drop zone of Theo. Let's see. This match is the final one. The winner of this match is going to be going to Continentals for free. The other one is going to have to pay. So, let's see. And he's going to take it. If he gets even one crit, the game is... I actually missed. Somehow my brain flipped and I thought that he was attacking with Vanguard again, but he just took that from the rear guard. I'm sorry for that little mistake, but we're going to be moving on to Theo's turn. And he is striding, so he used the Think Saver as his stride cost. Let's see what he goes into now. There's the Fetus. I don't think he can go for the All-Might because he hasn't stridden yet, so the Religious Soul Saver is also a good choice, but he did G-Guard earlier, so he's able to go into any stride essentially. He goes for the Religious Soul Saver. This could be game, because Religious Soul Saver is gonna be hitting with a crit. And hitting with a crit is gonna hurt him tremendously unless he has another heal in hand or he's able to protect his attack. But looking at the 2-card hand, he has a G-Guard ready. He has a G-Guard ready. But if he cannot protect himself from this attack, this could be horrible. That Lola has a bit of a power boost going on from the Religious Soul Saver. And let's see, oh boy, this is a good field for Theo because he's going to be able to withstand the Blaster Blade. If he has any triggers on it, this is going to be game. Lubo has 2 cards in hand. He needs heal triggers to live through this. This is looking really bad. This is 16 because Lola does have the plus 5k boost from Religious Soul Saver. And let's see what is going to happen. So they're just confirming where the power boosts are, and Theo is just informing him that just the Barkle has it because he did retire his former Blaster Blade to inflict that 1 damage to have the more aggressive turn. Let's see where this is going to go. Lubo has to think. He's going to take this damage. It's a crit, so he does get the defensive power boost. He's going to be trying to G-Guard this one, hoping for basically... Is it going to be a 1 to pass? It's 1 to pass. It's 1 to pass. If he gets 1 trigger, this is it. This is it. If Lubo cannot get the heals, that's it. Game. And Theo is our regional champion. Congratulations.